We've been finding equations of lines. Now let's graph some lines. Here's an equation of a line, and it's in the slope-intercept form. We have two things. We know the slope and we know the y-intercept. We can graph the line with that information. The first thing you do is you graph the y-intercept. Well, I'm going to come up on the y-axis where it's 2, put a red dot. That's 1 point on that line. Make it really big so we can see it. Okay? Now we need another point because 2 points determine a line. Since our slope is 2 over 3, remember, rise over run. I'm going to start from my y-intercept. I'm going to rise 2, and I'm going to run 3. 1, 2, 3. I got another point, and it takes 2 points to determine a line. I'm going to graph my line. And the equation of that line is y equals 2/3 x plus 2. I did it. Let's do another one. Okay. Now, this equation is given in the point-slope form. It's in the point-slope form. In this case, the slope is a -3. Now, remember, you can write the slope as a -3 over a +1, or you can write it as 3 over a -1. Same thing. We still get a -3. All right. Just like we did up before, we're going to first find a point. Well, in the point-slope form, which this equation is in this form, we can see that we have a point. Notice it says minus x sub 1. So 1 point, the x-coordinate is 2. Well, it says minus 2. So the x-coordinate is 2, and the y-coordinate, well, notice this. I'm going to go ahead and write this down. The x-coordinate is 2, and it says minus y sub 1, but this says plus. So what's our y-coordinate? It's a -4. So now we have a point, we have the slope, we can graph the line. Let's first graph the point, 2, -4. All right? 2, -4 is 1 point on that line. And now I need to use the slope to determine the other point. I'm going to start with 2, -4, and I'm going to go down 3 units, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to run 1. There's another point. Let's do this one. Let's start with 2, -4. Let's use this slope. 2, -4. I'm going to rise 3, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to run -1. And guess what? Instead of getting 2 points, I got 3 points. And that's okay. It's just a way of checking to see if my points are correct. I'm going to graph those, connect those points. I have my equation, the graph of this equation, and something else I noticed. Notice my slope is negative, and my line shows that my slope is negative. Great. Let's do another one. X equals a -5. Well, I know that x equals -5 is a vertical line. How do I know that? Because if I were to go to a -5 on the x-axis, all of the x-coordinates on this vertical line is a -5. Any point that I find on this line, the vertical line, is a negative, the x-coordinate is a negative 5. So x equals negative 5 is a vertical line. The graph is a vertical line. And it's just a vertical line. And it's parallel to the y-axis. So the graph of the vertical line, in this case, is x equals a negative 5.